What is self-hate, man? What does the concept of self-hate come from?
Self-hate is that idea you put in your brain
Yeah,
or you put in your mind which how says you hate yourself. And then it's not only physically, it can be spiritually, it can be things you don't like about yourself around people.
yeah.
Maybe you says you fat, maybe you says you starter, all that.
What is the collective name of that? Like you start how you are fair to all of that. What is the collective name of that?
Collective.
Yeah.
I don't know. To
You
be
know,
honest, I
yeah.
don't know.
Because I did my research, man. So guys,
Yeah.
I did. Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Naoki Nasser. I'm the Bro Talk host. So guys, I'm here to tell you that Bro Talk is not only going to be giving stories or people's stories, my story, but I'm here to tell you that Grow Talk is also a podcast. So Grow Talk will be giving interviews, entertainment, news. So you gotta stay tuned to this channel, guys. Thank you for your subscription and just keep on watching this video. And today, I'm so happy to tell you that we'll be having a guest. I'm sure you saw the guest from the first video. I'm not MC. He'll be telling us so. So let's guys stay tuned and let's listen to it. Thank you. Hey guys, this is Naoki Nasser, and as you see, and welcome to a new episode of Today we're discussing the topic of self-hate. You know, a lot of, I think all of us like go through that depression side, the stress, anxiety. So Anati, like in your perspective, in your experience,
Yes.
and in what you know about self-hate, what is self-hate, man? What does the concept of self-hate come from?
Self-hate is that idea you put in your brain
Yeah,
or you put in your mind which how says you hate yourself. And then it's not only physically, it can be spiritually, it can be the things you don't like about yourself around people.
yeah.
Maybe you says you fat, maybe you starter, all that.
What is the collective name of that? Like you start how you are fair to all of that. What is the collective name of that?
Collective.
Yeah.
I don't know. To be
You know,
honest,
yeah.
I don't know.
Because I did my research, man. So guys,
Yeah.
I did a research. So I found that the result of self-hate is negative inner critic and past trauma,
Okay,
childhood,
past traumas.
bullying, environmental triggers, bad relationships, mental health conditions. So obviously, let me just talk about myself first, man. Let me just pick. Let me just pick any topic. Let me start with childhood. So my result of self hate started in in an early age, man. When I used to live in Durban.
Yeah.
If I don't know if I told you guys. So I used to live in Durban. I was born in Durban. So my family was church going people.
Wait, in the
Durban. Yeah, in Durban, MLAS, it's a green, guys.
yeah.
So it's a green. So, guys, we are church goers. Also, now we are still church goers. So, a lot of people in the cast in the hood, like they used to see us, so these people are church goers, and I will see that we are like we are satarangan, we are looking down upon, they don't really take us serious because they would like guys, like people, our friends and neighbors obviously, would take us like also because just because maybe we are church goers, and I think that was not really good with me. That was really not good with me. I started feeling like, you know, we are not we are not like other people. We are excluded from other people because how these people are treating us at that time. But the more I grew up, I started facing as I wrote these topics, I started facing the more like a depression side and stress and anxiety, feeling that okay, if I grow up like this, then the rest of the world will feel like that. And that time when I was feeling that you cannot realize your dream, you cannot know what you're good at if you are facing something like that, you know.
I hear you. No, you know what? And like when you talk about such, it's because childhood is it's the most important part of your life because like
Yeah,
the things you experience in your childhood are gonna also determine what type of adult you become in the
yeah.
future.
I think that's why I'm like this now. I'm strong, confident.
Yes.
My brain is because I faced a lot of this trauma and a lot of a lot of depression, self hate. I felt that in an early age. By now I'm young. I'm a young adult right now, but I when I face such certain things, I just know that those things will just pass.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, these things are really bad, guys, because a lot of teenagers, a lot of grown-ups, when they face something like this, a lot of like I've seen I've seen people taking this matter like even killing themselves, killing themselves, committing suicide.
Yeah, and then also when you talk about killing themselves, it doesn't always become doesn't start at physical strain.
Yeah.
It starts spiritually. Like
Wow.
when you can kill like
Hmm.
your soul, your mind, khona ukuzibulala engqondweni ukuthi yazi, I'm useless. Once you can be able to say I'm useless and you get sick to the point to be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Once you can kill the brain, versus the person can just kill himself
Yeah.
physically, and that's why I'm like always encourage people to talk about it because like
Yeah.
now I'm able to tumpume lapho. I didn't talk to anyone, but it took me time. Like in Giovanni,
So you also experienced this. Tell us about your story. What happened, bro?
so
Yeah.
I mean, I began also having this thing of like I didn't know it was self hate by then, but I began having this feeling, you know what, I'm useless.
Okay.
I can never be good enough to live in this world.
When did that start?
2014, grade 4.
Before. Okay.
Yeah, I was still a kid, but like
Yeah.
I started having like hating myself at that time.
Why?
Oh, cause I was fat,
You're fit.
complexion,
Yeah.
so I used to be bullied a lot of times,
Ah.
not just by friends or
Yeah.
classmates and all that. Now, it was a car, my parents,
Mm.
even though like Nyaza was a bad
Mm.
like they used to mock me a lot.
That will affect your mind,
You see,
So,
like,
yeah, it started
yeah.
killing your mind with those thoughts, what they were saying. And when it's powerful when it's come from the family, it's
Yeah.
really powerful, yeah. So what happened? What was happening? Yeah.
So like I took those things like okay, so yabona nami ngizinaki because it's bad. But as long yabona ihamba nasepublic,
Yeah.
yabona nami nene angafecta kakhulu. Because nami yabona I wasn't good at school. I was like ngathi I was passing kahle ne like on my level 5, level 6.
In grade 4, is that
Yeah. Kade ngipasa
But you were
grade.
taking it serious again.
Yeah, kade ngipasa grade, mara like you know what, remember when I was these people like giving me distinctions.
Yeah.
I want me a saw like
Oh.
me now.
Okay.
Now. So now I'm being competitive. I'm like me now.
Yeah.
So I had this inner negative critic. Like you see, the moment I try studying,
Yeah.
I fail to get distinctions.
So you were comparing yourself with other people.
Yeah, and that's not good because like that.
Yeah.
That's bad for self-love. Okay,
Yeah.
it's got to be competitive. Mara, don't be what you call it. Maybe don't be that guy. Don't put standards that are unreasonable to you, because you haven't gotten to that at a level. Then kind of about the level, taking things slow.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that by then. Like man, in
yeah. Like you remind me of like, imagine you are I used to also think in another about like those guys. I'm a Zulu boys, who come. I'm also a Zulu, so Zulu boys who come from in KZN, and who come here in Johannesburg, who come in Johannesburg and play soccer. So those guys I used to play with, like I used to go to school with them. So I'm just saying, like imagine themselves, they knowing that. Imagine knowing yourself that you are a football player and you're comparing yourself with a student, someone who always read a book. When I always in a training session and always wanting to get better in sport, in soccer, and comparing yourself with umuntu ohlala efunda incwadi njalo. That's unreasonable.
Yeah, it's unreasonable.
Unreasonable, bro.
Because like your heart is not there.
It's not there. Yeah.
It's not deep.
Yeah. I was like,
Your heart, you can not deep. It's at what you love.
Straight.
So I wanna, you see me now. Yeah, I was a lot of in denial.
Yeah.
Like it was coming in denial, Gucci. And from Zang, I didn't want to accept Gucci. It's scholar, so it's not for me.
It's not for you, yeah.
Because like I had that pressure, Gucci. You see.
But what was for you if this call wasn't for you? At that time, at that early stage, did you realize your dream? Like,
I love writing poetry.
What?
Poetry, yes.
So you spend most of your time writing poetry?
Yes, from a young age.
Yeah.
I wrote poetry from young age. I even wrote my first poem called Zambak.
Zambak?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do one poem before the video ends?
No,
yeah, for the viewers,
Why? I can't remember. Like it was a long time ago. You can Grey.
So you stopped writing poetry?
No, I haven't stopped. It's just that Gucci lazy got things.
But you have any poem like
Kandala?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wow,
but I can try, right? Versus reciting something out of self-hate.
Self-hate. Okay, before the show end, then you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So continue your story. So
like I used to write a lot of poetry.
Yeah.
So Nami in my mind the guy poetry won't take me anyway. It focuses scale.
Okay.
I want to mean focus scale. And when I'm studying, when nothing is working for me to get a distinction, but I'm trying too hard. There's something called trying too hard.
Yeah.
And you can work hard, but don't minimize. Because like you're working hard, you can work hard, don't hurt yourself. Some people end up hurting themselves. And it would not put it because they want to do better for them.
Yeah.
For to impress abantu.
Yeah.
And then what's this? Going with people, like going to impress people. Okay, it's fine, it's good.
Yeah.
But it's bad for your mental health because if you nothing is good enough for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, isn't this why a lot of things are not good enough for a lot of people? Because when you try also that you know to tell about 80 something percent. Then actually when you tell 80%, I think for 90. For 90, so I feel like I can 100.
Yeah.
You see, because that thing
they are not appreciating what their child can do.
Yeah. What they're trying to accomplish.
Yeah. Because I also can relate to another girl I used to go with at school in Southview last year. So that girl was always like, she was a really, really good student.
Yeah.
But she was like always depressed. Imagine. And she's in India. She was always depressed. And when I asked one of her black friends, I said, why is this girl like she's passing? And like I would really love to like pass like her. But I was asking her a black friend, I was like, so why is this girl, I cannot call her name, but why is this girl so always depressed and she's doing well in school? And she said, her mom beat her, and also like get angry when she doesn't get 100%. I was like, what? 90%? You know what is 90%? You already got a 7 with a 90%, even an 80%. But her mother was depressed if she wasn't getting like like 100%. So that was really bad, man. So some parents have to change, you know. Parents have to change because this results to depression. But now, if a kid now is not getting, if a kid is working hard and getting about 90%, even 80%, even a 70, if you don't appreciate that, the kid will see, Guti, my parents suffer, they are not supporting. Noma, I get an 80%. Come on, you got an 80%. You work so hard, and you work so hard. You wanted 100, and you got an 80. And now you just say, I cannot show my parents because they're fun.
And that's
They're
traumatic.
fun, and that's traumatic.
That's traumatic.
And that is bringing self-hate. You'll be hating yourself.
Yes.
Other people will be happy about 40% and 30%. Say, yo, I passed this subject. And you'll be depressed with the 80% because your parents are not supporting enough. And that also results self-hate. You know, parents have to change the way parents take things have to change, man.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
change. Have to change. Cause like me now, since in the things I've experienced
Yeah.
when it comes to bullying,
Mm.
also since the traumatic experiences I had, the
Yeah.
past traumatic experiences.
Yeah.
I was a, I was I was a person with a lot of what do you call it? A lot of anger issues.
Yeah. Like,
I angry at myself actually when like that thing.
Mm.
Angry at myself.
Mm.
Why can't I do certain things? And then because before like I resulted my anger towards people, I tried committing suicide a lot of times. Probably like four
suicide.
times, yes.
Like how, bro?
Oh,
Yo, that's unbelievable. Like how, bro?
no, it's unbelievable because I'm a person that puts on this mask called a smile. See, I used to be a person that smiles a lot.
Yeah.
Even after getting beaten by my parents, just go out, act like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it for like
you didn't want it to show
yeah,
people how you
especially-
feel.
especially as a guy, as umjita.
Yeah.
Mfethu umjita indoda. Uba indoda egcineni.
Mario
Okay,
you're still young at that age.
Yes,
Like,
mara horses.
but yeah.
You know, as a guy, umjita horses. After they hit you back, kushanga pama la estradeni indlala nesindla ndisi. Akushanga pama. And then when you're calm, just take you slightly and so on. Bakuthatha high. Cha vinkwenkwe le niyalila le way. Ndabona nami ngathi hayi for the right.
So you didn't. So you wanted to show when you.
So-
You're adults, or you are not an adult.
Let me just toughen up because like bro, I experience such every day. And yo, I hated myself.
So
a lot of
so
things.
so
Academic
man,
hard.
like
Yeah.
so man, like when you try to commit suicide, like how did you actually try to commit that suicide?
I tried jumping off a balcony.
What?
Yes, balcony. I tried jumping off a balcony.
Yeah, and then what happened?
Now I survived the fall because of I think my neck didn't get hurt
Oh my god.
because I jumped. I jumped face first, but I didn't get hurt because like I ended up turning slightly a bit. So my arm
Oh my god.
I broke my wrist for that few weeks, but my parents didn't know about that.
So was there anyone at home that time? When you
I
jumped?
was all alone.
Oh my god, bro.
That's the only time I thought, you know what?
Oh my
Like,
god.
cause like you see when you're alone, that's
Yeah.
when like anxiety or depression attacks you. Like alone.
So what were you thinking at that time before you even tried to commit suicide? Because you were alone. So what were you thinking at that time? What was going on in your mind? What
I thought
made
about-
you happy about? Yeah.
I thought about all my failures, like
What
The
kind of
thing-
failures? This is too much, man. You're still young. You wanted to take your life. What happened, bro?
I hated myself physically.
The way you looked.
Yeah, the way I looked.
It
Yeah, I
was.
was
It
dark.
was. It was great. But
I didn't see my darkness as
Yeah.
like something positive.
yeah.
I didn't see my darkness as something positive because Moboni Muntu lighter than me now. When I felt like yo, especially as umkhita icaba ukuthi umthi yellow pony thoughts of okay yabona nami in my mind I'm like
You compare.
Kanjani?
Yeah.
hey like look at this nigga what about me
Yeah.
what about me and so on and I'm
Yeah.
saying I told myself that and that results to like a lot of self hate and when I kept on telling myself all the failures I've had like physically my self image and I didn't have a positive self image it was all negative.
That is bad, man. So, and do you know another thing? I have learned another thing that, you know, the chosen ones are the ones who go through a lot. You know, while you see others and others get what you want easily, and you always see yourself not getting what you actually want. And look, you jumped off a balcony, man, and you're still alive with me. You're still alive with me. That's really amazing. You know, that really shows that God has something for you, man.
Yeah, you see when you talk about God. Yeah.
God has something for you, man.
God saved me a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like when you talk about stress, I mean, I also have I also experience stress a lot of time. You know, when if things are not going the way I wanted the way I wanted them to go, I start feeling like stressed, start feeling anxiety, start, and then it all results to self-hate. Start looking at myself and say, nah, bruh, you are not like this guy. This guy can do a lot of things. This guy can do this. You cannot do this. But you know what helped me a lot, man? Like experiencing all of these self-hate, depression. At least I have thought about suicide, but it is something that told me, with man, you have a lot to live for. Man, I'm telling you, God has something for you, bro. Relax. And from my childhood, what happened when the people were taking like they all of that they just grow like they made me the person who I am today.
They uplift you to
They
be the person you are.
uplift me, yeah. So the
I know.
depression, my depression came from not having enough. I also compared myself with other people. I think that is a common thing. Like we like as
you
human
couldn't-
beings,
yeah.
we compare. We like comparing, man.
And we can appreciate like the gift God gave you, life.
Yeah.
On its own, God gave you gift life.
And I also
Because some people
yeah.
don't even only live for a few seconds after birth and then they die.
Yo, bro. But you're
Like-
alive.
Just think about that.
You just watching it. Oh, this guy is doing this. Oh, this guy is doing that. Do you know, guys, how I got? Do you know how I found out what do I really want? You know, I was also going to be something like a nyaupe, something like that. You know why I say that? So, guys, you know Abonyaope, look at Abonyaope, look at most of Abonyaope. A lot of Abonyaope, they tend to think they are always right. And you cannot live with people if you think you're always right. Look at them, look at how they act.
They think they're always right.
Yeah, they think they're always right.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, look at how look at their personality. If you can go and talk to them and so they think they know it. They know it all. You know, they think that no one can tell me I will do this. You know, and that mentality is not needed. You need to hear people out. You know, even when my mom even when my mom was saying, "Hey, you have to go to school. Live what you're doing. What you are doing won't take you anywhere." But I just said, okay. I listened to her. I respected what she said, but I didn't stop doing what I wanted to do.
True.
So I respect, but they would, but I won't know, but they were like, they will try to fight, like they will try to confront what you are saying, and they will try to like really think, Uti, what they are saying is always right, and that's why they end up in street.
And also, you can't do such.
It's a doggy mentality. So
it's not doggy mentality. Okay, doggy, but like a dog is more intelligent than that. That's just like that's just a monster mentality. Like you can't think like that because you what's this? Ubuntu. You need Ubuntu life.
Ubuntu, yeah.
Ubuntu.
Yeah.
Umuntu ngabantu.
Yeah. So you have to always
like you what's this to have like a happy life.
Yeah.
You don't need people, but like to have a happy life, Mara. Like it involves people. Because like
also you have to respect anyone, you know,
Yes.
everyone you have to respect everyone.
even though you don't respect our opinions, but
Yeah.
like you have to understand it's okay. This is what this person thinks. Like I should respect that.
Yeah. So guys, this is how I found out that I'm really good at speaking at motivation because I'm motivation. So I always motivated my brother, people who are around me. So this is how I saw what this is how I found my dream. Nguthi, what do I really want? You know, if you want something, you are not willing to like stop when someone is trying to discourage you or tell you it's okay. Oh, you are doing that. Like a lot of people will say, okay, let's make money like this, let's do this. You know, life is blind because some you lose ama opportunity because you're really trying to build this dream of yours, to make this dream of yours a reality. So I always used YouTube wisely. I always checked with okay, how to build businesses because I saw with okay, I'm a good person, but I want to be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is someone who owns a business that runs itself. And to see that you're an entrepreneur, you have to have a business that can work 90 days without you being there. So that is an entrepreneur.
Also, you are an entrepreneur.
Yeah. I wanted like I already started like I started business again. I know I'm still self-employed because every like my businesses that I do it involves me. I have to be there. But an entrepreneur is someone who can be absent while doing your other things, while being in Hawaii for 20 days, for 90 days, for a month, for about 6 months, without coming back at home. But still money is coming in, you know. That is what an entrepreneur. So I was busy watching entrepreneur videos and I came across this video when another lady from South Africa was talking about how to find your passion. So she told me she said on that video, you know how you recognize your dream your passion is when how you recognize your passion is when you is when you realize what you really love, like something that annoys people a lot, something that you really do, and that annoys, especially your family. Just get annoyed. Because, hey, this guy is always doing this. This guy is always doing this. You know that is your passion. That is something that will bring food to the table.
That's when you know, Gucci, that's something you love.
Yeah. So for me, it was also always always motivated people. Always motivated people. When my mom said, "Hey, now I don't have money of the babe, mom, relax. You're going to get money." And my brother will be like, my brother, hey, now when I did this at school, I'll be like, "Oh, bro, relax. You are the best. You can do it." And he was like this, like he was annoyed because I think he wanted me to listen. He didn't want my advice or something else to say something.
Yeah, that's why younger siblings are like that.
But
Younger siblings.
yeah.
I want to burn down.
Yeah.
It's just on a vent, and then when you give them advice,
Yeah.
they'll be like, "Ah, man, why you giving me that? Why are you telling me all this?"
Yeah,
You
they
know,
don't
true.
need that, you know. So that's how I recognize my passion. So guys, every like all of the depression, so all of what you go through when you're young, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be a good result. You're going to be the best version of yourself by going through what you went through. That is going to make you the person you wanted to be.
And tell yourself, Gucci, okay, I know some things are going bad right now in my life, but like I know Gucci feet. I'm this person. I'm that
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
I know God.
Yeah.
He put me in this place
Yeah,
to be one of the powerfulest around the world.
yeah.
You have to be powerful.
Yeah, because we are unique, man. We are
Yeah,
unique.
that's how-
We are unique in all ways. He's unique in Ngendlela yakhe. I'm unique in my way, and you're also unique in your way. So I'm saying, if you're going to stress, anxiety, and depression, I won't say it's normal. I won't say it's normal, but it's going through stress and anxiety and depression.
It is normal.
It's not normal.
Let me tell you why it's normal.
Let me tell
It's
you
just
why.
that what's this?
Yeah.
The thing there's a difference between UT. That's why there's clinically depressed or clinical anxiety.
Mm.
Actually, anxiety is like what's this? It's something you have in your body. If I know about adrenaline, you know, it's something you have in your brain.
Oh,
yeah. In danger, it's the same thing.
Mm.
It's all the same. It's
Yeah.
just that UTG when it comes to depression, with
Yeah.
depression. Like Bami, Kunamantu, they was the strong one.
Yeah.
UTJ from the get go, once they was go through that set stage, they can easily tell themselves, as in they have a coping mechanism they had a coping mechanism from earlier. Some of them sing, some of them, like they can tell them you know now, this is me.
Yeah.
Anxiety, when you get scared, watch your first response, run away. Or when they mugging you, run away. That's anxiety. That's when anxiety disorder comes in. So anxiety disorder is like a disorder anxiety. When you panicking, some people faint. Or like when they stressing.
Yeah.
It's stress. Because stress no cause about high blood.
Yeah.
So some people when they stress they just faint. And because of like blood sugars are low. That's why people like who have a high blood they're not supposed to stress because stress and an increase here. So all that it's part of sort of like the anxiety disorder and the depression. Because depression is like someone that wants to seek someone who wants to talk to people,
Yeah.
Mara wants to be alone. Then anxiety would love to talk to people, but they can't because they're scared. So it's that thing, Uti. You're in a box and you wanna go out, man. Then you connect like bamba again. That's a monster. You know it's come out with anxiety.
Yeah.
Anxiety disorder.
So do you know why I say, in my side, why I say it's not normal? It's because some things you have to have a perspective, like you have to have a way to approach it, like you have to think in a certain way. So when it comes to fear, I'm also talking about fear, I'm also talking about depression and anxiety and stress. So I take it as a sin because I'm a born again guy, so I take it as a sin. When I fear to do something, especially you standing in front of people or shooting a video or doing this, I take it as a sin. I'll be like, man, you're doing like what? Because God doesn't want someone who's afraid. God wants someone who's confident with themselves. You get more blessings through being confident and standing for what you believe in.
Yeah, I hear you.
And also doing what you really wanted to do. That's what uNkulunkulu ukubusisa la. And stress and all of that, you just need to know what these things are going to pass away. Like also ruler, like you're not the only one. Today you'll be the maybe who today maybe I'm stressing, but it's okay. It's and okay. It's go the other way around. I'm stressing. You're stressing. I'm not stressing. So it's like that. So that's why I say it's not normal, man.
So you're telling me that it's not normal.
It's not normal.
It's not normal.
It's normal.
But we still say which everybody goes through it. That's the definition of normal. So you see when you talk about
No.
It is
Everyone is born with sin. Do you think sin is normal?
No.
Yeah,
No,
but if I believe, well, but what do they say
Sin is normal.
is normal?
Yes, sin is normal.
Oh,
Sin is normal.
until when? Until when?
Until when?
Until when?
Sin is normal.
It's normal.
Because almost every day different people sin.
But in God's in God's view, sin is not normal. That's why people have to repent.
Yes, sin
That's
is
why we have to
normal.
That's why we have to repent.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying if you're approaching certain things, if you're if you're getting anxiety, stress, everyone it goes through that. But that is not normal. You have to start seeing that as a sin. That's how we're going to overcome that thing.
Now you can't tell that to someone that's depressed or anxiety or that has anxiety.
Like you have to see that
Because you be making them feel like
they're committing
they're
a sin.
weak. They commit a sin. You see, if you make them feel like they're doing something wrong, and it's not because of all of that, it's not because which were okay, but not all the time. Some things are just happening because like some people out here are cool. Some things here in life are cool and so on.
So man, okay.
So when you say that, it's like that's why I need verses. You can say all that, marathon verses. Just tell people it's okay. It's not normal, but just know you're not alone. When you say it's a sin, it's like you're making them feel like what's happening to them is wrong. Yeah, it is wrong, Mara. Like you're making them feel, you're telling them that versus they did that to them, they're doing that to themselves, and why they're doing that to themselves. They must be weak.
No, they're not weak. I'm just saying if you are feeling depressed, just say, hey, I'm about to commit a sin. You know, like something like that. Like aid yourself from depression. Do something useful. You know.
So just have anxiety.
When you're having
How would you
anxiety,
say-
when you're having anxiety, when you're thinking too much, hey, that is sin. I have to be relaxed and be myself. That's what I'm saying.
Relax and be myself.
Yeah, like if you're having anxiety,
You can't be yourself. If you
anxiety, you're
pressurize
thinking
yourself.
too much. You're thinking too much about what is going to happen, and that is anxiety. Thinking too much about what is going to happen. Thinking too much about the future. And
But
all of that.
sometimes you know that anxiety, it can cause you not to think at all and just do.
I have never experienced that.
No, you don't. Not that you have never experienced it. Never thought about it. It happens, and
Yeah.
because it has never happened to you, you think you. That's why in life you see sometimes if you like you have to listen
Yeah.
to different stories, Zalan,
Yeah.
to know which okay, what's their version, and then we're gonna let's connect. Because now one day, if it happens, like you see when you have all these
Yeah.
things you want in life, then some threat comes which you can lose it all same time. That's when you then like you feel like you see now you can't breathe anything, you feel pressurized. And then now you ended up taking something like just drinking a lot of water. Now your body is reacting to that, reacting to that reaction. That's why it takes the first thing that's next to it.
But you can control your mind. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Not all the
saying.
time.
You can control
Yeah,
your mind.
you control your mind.
Because if you don't control your mind, it can lead to if you have depressed, if you are really like there's something that really happened to you, you can result to trying to commit suicide because you think this is normal. That is not normal.
No,
depression is
committing
not,
suicide is a different. It's a different.
but you know it's
different than-
it leads, the thing leads to depression, anxiety, stress leads to suicide. It's lead to.
That's the thing.
It's the road, but if you can control it earlier, that's how I thought about
Now,
suicide,
Yes.
but I never tried to commit suicide.
because you know what your coping mechanism. That's the thing. People, if like they can find a coping mechanism, because even God now you know God is a coping mechanism. Okay, like your type of meditation, which is praying, is a coping mechanism. Deja. Some people like connect with God through painting, through certain things. If they don't know that, if they don't know about that about themselves, yeah, like without any help, you know, like in life you need a help to know some things. To know, okay, for the first time I'm playing basketball, and I love this. I'm gonna continue doing this, even on the bad days, even on the good days. I'm gonna do this because I love this. You know, that's the thing. You have a coping mechanism. So if you don't have a coping mechanism, everything can pile up. And if you didn't do the thing or that you love, and you didn't know, or you don't know it that you love it, you don't know what that's your purpose or not. That's going to hurt. That's going to harm you. Cause like even keeping it to yourself, and that kills. And that kills.
So you have to talk about this thing.
Even if you can't talk about face to face, Mara, just have something that gives away to someone. Ebonisa omunye umuntu ukuthi, okay, that's what I'm going through.
Do you know what I
To know
do?
what I'm not alone.
Do you know what I do?
What do you do?
When I'm feeling angry, depressed or something, I just raise my voice. Maybe like I make sure that at least, okay, if I'm around people we sing, I would just say, God, I feel depressed, and you will see, you know, like few minutes or few hours will be okay. Oh, like that thing will be long time. Like God, like I think God like changes the mind. You know, I just see myself feeling better now. And when when I'm feeling angry, I would just say, God, I'm mad, I'm angry, and I will see like few hours, I'm okay. So that's how I also do it. I don't like, you know, not all of us have money to go to see therapists. Not all of us are extrovert people who can speak to another person on what we are going through.
Because like I know because I'm an introvert but an extrovert. I'm a very, 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 very bubbly person around people. But when it comes to personal things, I can't talk about them.
Yeah.
Like even now when we talk about this depression and all that. Okay, I'm able to talk about it now, but like some things, like I remember, like okay, you see from like when I was 16,
Yeah.
like you know the things like before I go to sleep, I used to cry.
Why?
Cause like look, all the things that was my coping mechanism by then. All the things that
You
been
should
keeping
just
me.
cry. You just cry.
Yeah, just cry, just to let things go.
Oh, when something happens
Because
that day.
I didn't like showing it to people with you. I'm that type of person. I'm emotional.
And some people go to, I saw another video, like, especially like white people, they go and hit things, glasses.
Because I wish I could do that, my dog with you.
Hey,
Me now, the thing is,
Hey,
I always thought about like people around me. How would they see? What would they take if they see me doing this?
you have to pay also, man.
I can see pain.
Why
But
do you
like
think-
people would be seeing it. Okay, this guy is crazy.
Yeah.
This guy is this. This guy is violent. This guy. And I mean, I don't want to scare
Yeah.
people away.
But I've done that before, man. I've taken a break, put down, you know, and I was feeling really angry, yeah. also done that, you know. But
okay.
not with the finish. I know. I know.
I don't know whose car broken before at the mall.
Yeah.
I don't know whose car. Like,
Yeah.
please forgive
Yeah.
that person at the mall. Because that day I was so tired because like, oh, what can I say? But like, yeah, it was like bad relationship type of thing.
Yeah.
Because this person betrayed me in some other type of level. Like, there's some betrayed me. Like, I would, like, how left the you rather choose loyalty than love. Because, like, love can be. Now, someone who loves you can betray you, thinking they're doing something right, good for you. And when you find out it's okay, I don't want you. Why did you do that to me? Phela, a lot of people like this niggas especially in high school, to stop playing sports. And you see that day I just got too angry and I hit someone's window.
Yeah.
Like
Oh my god.
And
We went to a house
car.
and it's just
Not to a house, like a car outside.
oh my god!
And then after that I was like, what? Then after that I was like wondering,
What
why
grade was
did
that?
they do that?
What grade was that?
Nothing.
Oh my god!
So I broke someone's
Oh
window.
my god! Yeah.
So like,
yeah.
yo,
Oh my god!
what I'm saying, like,
Oh my god! Yeah! Oh my god! Oh my god!
also like especially in high school, I fought a lot. Like I used to show.
Oh my
I used to
god.
show anger and then happiness a lot.
Yeah.
Like, of course, once I had like anger issues. Once when I'm sugel or like start me, it's me and you.
Oh my god!
Same time.
Me and you.
Me and you. Because I didn't get to punch someone today.
Were you winning at those fights?
Yes, because like those people that never stop fighting till like
Oh my
bleed
god!
again. Like till there's something that's broken, you bleed.
Yeah.
That was the mentality I had. And like, you know what? Let me teach him, Gucci. I'm not the person to mess with.
Yeah.
And like, and I'm like, right now when I think about it, it's like, why would I do that?
Why did you do that?
And it's because I understand, Gucci. I'm not giving myself excuses for what I did to people or anything, Gucci. But it made people believe in all that. I'm not proud of like my past. Because like I hurt so many people. I don't want to hurt. Even in family. I don't want to hurt anyone. But I ended up doing it, and like by then it's because even people like you see family, I trusted a person and then it wasn't pretending. Now I'm hating the way you do because you think I'm family and you get the next.
Yeah.
Also, Navangan, same thing because you're nyata, you think you get the next. I used to react into when I'm nyata all the I'll fight you. I'm nyata, like I used to have the thing with Wanyata. Because you think I'm fat and all that. Also, that was also a coping mechanism, but a bad one because like it was good for me but bad for people.
Because you don't have to take things emotional, you know.
Yeah.
Especially if you really have self-confidence and self-esteem, you won't do that. Like, if someone is teasing you with your body, it's like okay.
Come on.
But man, have you discovered your passion, what you really want to do in life, what you really love doing, and one thing that you usually irritate your family with? One thing that you usually like since you're like in a younger age until today, what you really love doing.
To be honest, it's sports.
What kind of sport, man?
Like sports generally, okay. I love playing basketball.
Yeah.
But when it comes to talking about sports, analyzing sports, sports generally, tennis,
you can also be a commentator. What's that?
Sort of like a commentator or like a sports analyst. I can be that. Because like
You just love sports.
yeah, because like you see every time when you watch soccer as a fan, like especially the time Skako
Yeah.
guys we get born like idlala game Chiefs ngapha idlala game Sundowns.
Yeah.
So manje yabona ayidlala lama game.
Yeah.
Yabona nami ngibheka ama stats ukuthi okay possession ye Sundowns nale team
Yeah.
edlala nayo. I think it was Cape Town City.
Yeah.
Yeah, versus Sundowns yayishaya.
Yeah.
I-Chiefs ngapha like ama stats didn't have any goals on target,
Yeah.
any shots on target.
Yeah.
Mara the team against the Chiefs had goals on target. What I mean was that people were like and I don't have no more move. Sometimes made it because it has won a match league.
Yeah.
3 years in a row. 3 years in a row. Now I'm like, yeah, is what Lee Chiefs because I'm a stats are sure
Yeah.
and because I'm a player the white line code. They drifting and all that in and they had you are there. And then they sometimes takes the car.
Yeah.
For the fourth time. And then they were like, I want to just score.
Hey.
When it was score because of all that. So most games, like Mengugeli Paul, Mengnagi is like the small details, even the players, the history, the stats of that season says a lot.
Yeah.
And then I was like, when also there was a time when I like a World Cup 2018, I predicted most of the games which teams are gonna win, which teams are gonna not win. But everyone didn't realize it's going to happen.
South Africa.
It's France versus Belgium.
Oh, that's pretty okay.
I didn't think 2018 France was gonna win against Belgium. But France won and I'm like, okay, sure. So like when you talk about sports, like
You love sports.
when you talk about stats, and then you can tell a lot. You can like understand a lot of. You can tell what's going to happen in the future. Then stats. That's the nice thing about sports.
So that's why you love sport.
Yes.
But you also love basketball. So if you have an opportunity to be a commentator and an opportunity to be a basketball player,
Yeah.
or there's even a job for analyst,
Yeah.
or being an analyst. Okay, there are three jobs offered. Which one would you likely take?
Professional.
Looking to the state of what you can really do, what you cannot do, and what you like. Yeah.
To be honest, also listen, there's 99.9% passion when it comes to playing
Okay.
professional basketball.
Yeah.
I really love to play professional basketball.
When people criticize you, how would you take it?
It also criticize me. I didn't even. Okay, sure. If it's something like that can help my game,
Yeah.
I'll take you serious. But if it's something just for you,
Who say, hey, man, you are like people who just tell, hey, man, you are not good enough.
If you tell me that, I know what I'm good enough.
What if a professional like coach tell you that, hey, man, you're not good enough? How would you take it?
I have no what's you can say that because I love you my real potential.
Do you know why I asked that?
No.
To see how much you really dedicated to basketball. Because if you really love something, you won't let anyone tell you that you are not good enough.
Of course you won't let me.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you this question. Yeah.
You will never. You tell me what you mean that I'm doing what?
Yeah.
I'm playing my game.
Yeah.
I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
When you can't tell me because now you be doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Like in the bazaar, I'm be doing my own thing.
Yeah. So
what makes me happy?
Yeah.
I'm not that good to you when you want me to do something that makes you happy. Nah, what makes me happy, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because God doesn't want me to be sulking around here, being sad and all that.
Yeah. Sad is a sin. I told this guy depression is a sin.
No,
Take
it's
it
not
like
a sin,
that.
guys. It's not a sin.
Okay, agree to disagree. Let's agree to disagree. Let's go.
Agree to
Yeah, okay. Let's leave it there.
Let me tell my opinion.
Because you don't have enough time.
Okay,
So guys, Anati also promised his poem. So, bro,
poem.
give people their poem, bro.
Which one? Let's
Pain.
I gave her Pain winning the bell. numbing my feelings, teaching me ways how to slowly kill myself, smiling to hide this pain, harming my body for feeling shame. I thought about it, pain is a teacher, depends on the outlook upon it. The lessons become beautiful, teaching me self improvement. I had to experience pain to know love, to learn hate hurts, love heals. It may also kill. Beauty in pain is one thing to gain. Change seemed beautiful, as power found after the struggle, beautiful pain.
Thank you for this wonderful part, man. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for this wonderful, beautiful pain. Beautiful. So this is the time where we wrap up everything. And man, so guys, self-hate. What did you learn about self-hate?
Self
Maybe
hate.
starts with you. Yeah.
It's a monster that you cannot fight alone.
But how can you overcome such thing?
Such a thing by just praying to God.
Yeah.
And if like God sends you people to talk to them.
So and for me, how I overcame self-hate is when for me it's I overcame self-hate through the grace of God, through following Jesus, following God, through being born again, and knowing that it's not about me, it's about God. It's not about me also, it's about the people, how I treat other people. How I treat people is how people going to treat me. Even if I treat people good and some people don't treat me good, but still, if I continue doing good to other people, I'll get the majority of results positive.